Hi, it's Don Southerton, and the third in my series on South Korea, a roadmap to COVID-19 economic recovery. The third segment will focus on everyday distancing, restaurants, coffee shops, and bars. In this third segment, we again look at how Korea as a first mover is tackling one sector highly impacted worldwide, the food and beverage industry. Now, as noted in my previous segments, Korea appears to be reining in the outbreak without some strict lockdown strategies deployed elsewhere in the world. Still, the economy and businesses like restaurants, coffee shops, and bars have suffered. What we have found that although Korea never experienced mandatory widespread closures, Koreans proactively stayed away from eateries, bars, and Starbucks. The restaurants and bars did remain open. However, eagerly waiting for customers who never came in. Fast forward. Everyday life to now is resembling something closer to normal in Korea. There are lines outside restaurants during lunch times. The streets are busier. Parks are even opening. As pointed out by Robert E. Kelly, a professor at Busan National University, many are returning to pre-COVID-19 practices, much the result of corona fatigue. Just to quote him from an article, as everywhere else, there is pressure to reopen. Everyone is bored and frustrated at home. Businesses are struggling. Families are frazzled at having kids at home all day, every day. People are putting on weight because they're watching too much TV and overeating. All the same complaints accumulated on social media and Western companies exist here in Korea too. Indeed, corona fatigue set in earlier here. Korea's clampdown began in mid-March, and one can see the edges fraying. I see fewer masks on the street. The lines to pick up government distributed masks are shorter, and bars and restaurants are filling. Interesting insights. Everyday distancing. Amid concerns for a second wave of infection, Korea has recommended for ways that people can practice everyday distancing that would introduce more sustainable lifestyle changes rather than temporary campaigns. The guidelines recommend that people minimize time spent in restaurants and cafes, sit at least 1 meter, or 3 feet away, from other patrons, and are seated in a row or zigzagging to avoid directly facing someone. Now, looking into the future. In addition to customers returning, we'll also see some positive signs as the major food groups are looking at the future. Korea's largest food group, the SPC Group, has announced its affiliate, SPay Samlimp, has acquired the exclusive rights to Egg Slut, a popular California egg sandwich franchise. Looking outside Korea, SPC has also secured that license for Singapore. The company said it will introduce its first Egg Slut in the popular Starfield COEX Mall, which is located in the Gangnam district, and they'll be opening around June. SPC has also launched the U.S. burger chain Shake Shack in Korea, and it's looking to further expand casual fine dining and fast casual across the country. Now, not alone in this post-COVID-19 world, Yum Brand, which has Taco Bell, and their local partner, Jalisco, too, just opened their newest fast food restaurant. This is located in the first floor of the Seoul Express Terminal building. This site is one of the nation's largest commuter transportation hubs. Now, one side benefit that in the wake of the pandemic experienced by the casual Mexican food franchise Taco Bell is a 56% growth in delivery sales in February and March over January. Now, likewise, SPC and the other franchise restaurants are jumping on the bandwagon, some via their own individual platforms or a delivery service app. Now, as a takeaway, as everyday life moves closer to normal in Korea, it seems best practices will include new ways to attract customers to restaurants, cafes, and to bars, wary of people coming in contact with each other while dining out and adapting everyday distancing. This will lead to a more routine and sustainable lifestyle that will allow the restaurants, cafes, and bars to open again profitably and operate properly. As business returns to normal, it will allow the potential for new brands also to enter the market and current brands to grow. Again, this is Don Southerton, open always to your thoughts, your comments, your questions. We're also always looking to go and do interviews, webinars, and especially any new business opportunities. So take care. Until next time, this is Don Southerton.